Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the next exercise of quadrilateral, that is exercise 8.2. And today we are going to discuss the first three sums of this chapter. So, this is the first question. In this question, it is said that ABCD is a quadrilateral in which P, Q, R, and S are the midpoints of AB, BC, CD, and DA respectively. AC is a diagonal which is drawn in a dotted line. First, we have to show SR is parallel to AC. Second, SR is half of AC. So, this is in one part we have to show. Then we have to show PQ is equals to SR. And lastly, PQRS is a parallelogram. So, first, in all these sums, what we were doing were first we were writing the given that is provided in the question, then to prove, then we start our proofing. So, here also we are going to start our proofing. See, the first thing is the diagram is already given. Since the diagram is a little bit blocked, I am going to draw again. So, A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. AC is a diagonal which is dotted, and P, Q, R, and S are the midpoints. So, first we are considering the triangle ABC. So, the bottom part of the triangle we are considering. Here, P is the midpoint of AB and Q is the midpoint of BC. By midpoint theorem, we know when we draw a line using this midpoint, it is parallel to the third side of the triangle. So, here the third side of the triangle is AC. So, we can say PQ is parallel to AC and PQ is half of AC. So, this is by midpoint theorem. Now we come to the top part of the triangle, that is ADC, the top part of the triangle here. S is the midpoint of DA and R is the midpoint of CD. So joining this midpoint we get a line SR which is parallel to AC and half of AC using midpoint theorem. So these two equation 1 and equation 2 we have already achieved. From equation 2 we can say that SR is parallel to AC and SR is half of AC, so our first proofing is done. And using equation 1 and equation 2, both the side we have AC. Both the side we have AC. So we can write from equation 1 and 2 that PQ is parallel to SR and PQ is equals to SR. Since in parallel also we have AC and in this equal part half of AC we do also have in both the equation. So PQ is parallel to SR and PQ is equals to AC. So this second part is also done. Now lastly we have to prove that PQRS is a parallelogram. Now if we consider this PQRS a quadrilateral, here PQ and SR are parallel to each other and equal to each other. So by the property of parallelogram we can say if either of the side is parallel and equal, we can say that it is a parallelogram. The quadrilateral becomes a parallelogram. So now in the quadrilateral PQRS, its one pair of opposite side is equal and parallel. So we can prove that it is a parallelogram. So this is our first sum that we have discussed using midpoint theorem. Now move on to the second sum. Now second sum, the question says ABCD is a rhombus. P, Q, R and S are the midpoints of AB, BC, CD and DA respectively. We have to show PQRS is a rectangle. So in this sum, PQRS is a rhombus that is given. So we can use all the properties of the rhombus that we have, and we have to prove that ABCD is a rhombus given, and we have to prove that PQRS is a rectangle. So we will do one construction, that is we will join AC, PR and SQ. So this construction part we have to do before starting the proof. Now once we have constructed, we can start on with our proof. Here we will consider the bottom triangle again, ABC. Here P and Q are the midpoints. So we, using midpoint theorem, we can say PQ is parallel to AC and half of AC using midpoint theorem. Similarly, when we consider the top triangle, that is ADC, here SR is parallel to the AC. S and R are the midpoints. So joining these midpoints, the line that we get is parallel to the third side of the triangle, that is AC, and SR is half of AC. This is also by using midpoint theorem. Now from equation 1 and 2, we get that PQ is parallel to SR and PQ is equal to SR. Now we know that PQRS is a quadrilateral. What kind of quadrilateral? We have still, now we don't know. We are yet to find it out. But this statement, PQ is parallel to SR and equals to SR, states that it is a parallelogram. So we can conclude that PQRS is a parallelogram. The reason is a pair of opposite side is parallel and equal. So it is given that ABCD is a rhombus. Now ABCD is a rhombus means it is also a parallelogram. So we can say that AB is equals to SQ. This line AB is equals to SQ. Opposite sides of a parallelogram in the parallelogram ABQS. Similarly, in PBCR, that is this one, PBCR, PBBC is again parallel to PR. This also follows the property for a parallelogram. So we can say BC is equals to PR. Thus, what we get that since it is a rhombus, ABCD is a rhombus, so AB is equals to BC. The sides are equal. So, since AB is equals to BC, we can write PQ is equals to SR. Now, PQ is nothing but a diagonal of the quadrilateral PQRS. Of the quadrilateral PQRS, PQ and SR are nothing but the diagonals. When the diagonals are equal, we can conclude that the parallelogram that we have achieved before is a rectangle. So since PQ and PR is a diagonal of a parallelogram PQRS which are equal, so we can conclude PQRS is a rectangle. So it is proof that it is a rectangle. The parallelogram, the rhombus ABCD, from this rhombus the midpoints that we get, these midpoints make a quadrilateral which is a rectangle. So we have proved it. Now we will move on to the next and the last sum for today, that is, this is the converse part of the second question that we have done. In second question, ABCD was a rhombus, PQRS is a rectangle, that we have to prove. Here ABCD is a rectangle. We have to prove the midpoints joining the quadrilateral forms a rhombus. So here we are going to do only one construction, that is joining AC. On joining AC, we will start our proofing. So the construction is done. First we are going to consider the bottom triangle ABC. In ABC, P and Q are the midpoints and midpoints of AB and BC. So we can say PQ is parallel to AC and PQ is half of AC. Similarly, in triangle ADC, we can say SR is parallel to AC and SR is half of AC. Both these statements follows midpoint theorem. Now, from equation 1 and equation 2, we can get that PQ is parallel to SR and PQ is equals to SR. So, the quadrilateral PQRS, that is the midpoint joining the quadrilateral form, is a parallelogram since the opposite sides are equal and parallel. So, PQ is equal and parallel, so we can to SR. So, we can say PQRS is a parallelogram. Now, AD and AD is equals to BC. Since it is a rectangle, so we can say this AD and this BC are equal, as opposite sides of the rectangle are equal. So if we do a half of it, so half of AD is equals to half of BC, that is AS. Since S and Q are the midpoints, so half of AD will be AS and half of BC will be BQ. Okay, now we will consider the triangle APS. So this triangle APS and BPQ, these two triangle. In this two triangle, we have AS is equals to BQ from the previous line, and AP is equals to BP. Since P is the midpoint, so we can say AP is equals to BP. Since P is the midpoint, again we have already proved AS is equals to BQ, which is proved above. And since ABCD is a rectangle, so the angle at A and angle at B is 90. So we can say PAS and angle PBQ is each 90. Therefore, by side angle side axiom, we can say these two triangle APS and ABPQ are equal, congruent. So we can say PS. So this PS is equals to PQ. So this is our third part that we got. Fifth equation that we got, that PS is equals to PQ, and from 3, that is PQ is equals to SR, and 5, PS is equals to PQ, we can say that PQ is equals to SR, that is the opposite are equal, and PS is equals to PQ, we can state that PQRS is a rhombus since all the four sides becoming equal. So we can say that it is a rhombus. So we have proved that from a rectangle, if we find out the midpoints and form a quadrilateral, that quadrilateral is nothing but a rhombus. So today we have discussed the first 3 sums of this exercise. I hope this tutorial is helpful for you. Thank you very much.